So we saw about the replications. When you say replicate, it was between the worker and the node. So what if there are space? Can we replicate uniformly across the machines if you don't have an additional node? So can we do that replication across the nodes? We have two nodes, but what if we want to have 4 replicas? So let's try that now. What we'll do is let's take the nano, that is the editor one, and Docker. Instead of 2, mode is replicated nginx, and let's make it 4. And yeah, all done. So now we will save it. So let's check once again. Cat docker yml, it's 4 replicas. Let's docker stack ls, nothing is there. Sudo docker service ls, all has been removed. So now let's run that same program, sudo docker service. Okay, that is the remove. Yeah, here it is, remove visualizer. Yeah, sudo docker stack deploy -c docker stack yml nginx web. So let's deploy it, creating service nginx web visualizer. Okay, now you say sudo docker service ls. You have 4. So this is web visualizer is only 1, and if you do sudo docker ps, you have 2 running over here. Okay, and let's get into the browser and see how particularly the visualizer, how it looks. So let's refresh this. Yeah, so since you had the space, you have 2 is over here, nginx, and you have 2 on the worker, totally 4. We said in the YML file we mentioned 4 replicated, so it is replicated across the manager, and visualizer we are just running on only on the manager one. So that is where you have 2 over here distributed and 2 over the worker as well. So this is where whenever you have more in a commercial application, as we have, you need more images, then it is far more easier to upscale using the stacks. So that's a point we need to keep, particularly when you're going to build a scalable application. When there is load is more, you got to increase the services. So that's about it. So let's now remove first. I mean, last time we removed the visualizer. Now let's remove the nginx first and see what happens. So here sudo docker service rm, and then first we'll remove the nginx part. Yeah, all this is gone. The nginx is gone, only the visualizer is there. So I think visualizer, once you drop, this will times it will get refreshed, and times it might not get refreshed because the communication with the port is dropped. So anyways, let's remove that. service of visualizer. Hi, yeah, this goes as well. Even the visualizer is dropped as well, but if you refresh, may not work or may work depending on a situation, but all the services are now dropped. Docker service ls, it's all not there. And similarly in the worker node, sudo docker ps, so even that is not there. So when you refresh, yeah, you might not get any of them. So I think with the visualizer you have a better understanding about how the Docker containers works in the Swarm environment as well. I mean, with the manager, worker, and how you could replicate, not only replicate, you can replicate within the same instance as well, as long as you have the volume space is available. Thank you.